Hello again, I am Blunty. So, the new trailer we've all been hotly anticipating for the new Spider-Man No Way Home came out today after leaking yesterday, and apparently a very low-res version. I didn't bother watching that because I saw a screenshot of it and went, you know what, I'll just wait. I'll just wait to watch it at shitty Twitter resolution instead. That's what I did. But ever since I watched the trailer, it's really been bugging me, the sort of basic concepts that the movie wraps itself around. Now, I've been reading comics for many years now, since I was a young man. I'm no stranger to comics doing retcons or using magic or completely rewriting the universe over and over again. If you're a DC reader, that, you know, every couple of years there's a big crisis that tries to reboot the entire friggin' timeline or something. Marvel have done it a few times. They've had alternate dimensions entirely devoted to different versions of the same characters, like you had the Ultimate timeline, the standard 616 stuff, and if none of this is making sense to you, you're not nerdy enough. And some of the best stuff that's ever happened in comic books continuity, for whatever continuity lasts, has come out of retcons where, you know, writers have gone back and said, hey, you remember that thing that happened? Well, actually, this happened instead. And it turns out to be a friggin' genius idea that lasts for quite a long time and gets reimagined over and over and over again because it worked so well. The problem with Spider-Man No Way Home is the core concept is little Peter Parker. Everybody knows his secret identity now. They know he's Spider-Man because Mysterio effed it up for him in the last movie. He goes, oh, hey, everybody. By the way, Peter Parker, that's Spider-Man. No, I'm out. That's a bit of a problem because, well, once your secret identity's out as a superhero, it puts everyone you know and love at risk. Because all the supervillains you pissed off go, well, I couldn't beat Spider-Man, but I'm pretty sure I could take Aunt May in a fight. So Spider-Man goes along to one of the most powerful beings in the MCU, the Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Steve Strange himself, and goes, hey, everybody knows who I am. It's screwing up my life a bit. Can you help me out? And here's the issue. Stephen Strange is a catastrophic moron. Now, we don't know exactly how this goes in the movie, but presumably one of his first instincts is, okay, let's rewrite the entirety of reality, pluck out everybody's brain, wipe them clean of the information at your Spider-Man, also wipe clear every news article that there ever has been, and just rewrite reality so it never actually happened. How about we do that? And Peter and Strange go, yeah, that sounds a good plan. And Wong's over there going, hey, Steve, don't you do that spell. It's too dangerous. And Dr. Stephen Strange is, what does Wong know? He's only been studying magic his entire life. I'm the Sorcerer Supreme. I've been doing this for, 5 or 6 years now? I'm going to do it anyway. So Steve starts up this big magical rite to rewrite the entirety of reality itself, or at the very least, the bit of reality surrounding Earth, I suppose. You know, that's a little bit more manageable, maybe. But how do you do that without affecting the entire timeline everywhere else? It's just, oh no, big trouble. Wong was right. It's dangerous. But he does the spell, and Peter's just waffling in his ear. Peter's going, oh, no, don't let everybody forget. And Strange is like, this is pretty complicated. How about shh? The grown-ups are working. Shh. I'm trying to rewrite the entirety of reality to do you a favor, little bloke. How about you just shh? And let me do this incredibly complicated spell which rewrites the entirety of reality. And Peter's like, no, actually, I'm going to keep talking at you. And they ruin it, and everything goes to hell. And that's the kickoff. That's the central point of the movie where, oh no, the reality's all broken and things are overlapping and we did time wrong and, you know, all that kind of stuff. That it's always a big risk to write like that, right? The time traveling alternate reality things, because you just wind up creating so many plot holes all over the place. So why is Stephen Strange an idiot? Well, the simplest solution would be, hey, there's this agency called S.H.I.E.L.D., who are still around in some way or form. I know they sort of, you know, it was Hydra and they broke them down, and maybe the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually part of this reality. Maybe it's not. Maybe it was in a separate sort of reality because the movies and TV shows don't quite line up exactly right. But surely there's some remnant of S.H.I.E.L.D. around, or someone who used to be in S.H.I.E.L.D. still has some resources around to, I don't know, get Peter Parker a different identity. Put him in something the equivalent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Witness Protection Program, get him a new passport. Oh, and by the way, here's a magic spell to change your face. Because that's presumably an easier thing to do in magic than rewrite the entirety of reality and wipe everybody's mind and wipe every computer and wipe every newspaper and wipe every bit of data anywhere, everywhere, all at once that anybody knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Here's Here's a facelift and a new passport. Abracadabra. And like I said, I've been reading comic books and enjoying comic book media in TV and animation and live action and movies and just everything for many, many, many years now. I'm no stranger to being able to grab hold of a little strand of hope to suspend my disbelief from for just a little bit so I can enjoy the story and the characters and the adventure. But it seems like really, really stupid, not to mention irresponsible, even after being warned not to do it, and Stephen just doesn't learn his lesson apparently about being told not to do things that, hey, don't do that, that's really dangerous, I'm going to do it anyway. Oh no, it was really dangerous and everything's gone wrong. Oh, when will I ever learn? But unless they find a way to address the simple solution, I mean, it's not very convenient. Peter has to give up, his friends and family and maybe they all have to get their names changed and everywhere. It's not an ideal solution, but certainly easier than rewriting the entirety of existence and every risk that comes with that. Wouldn't be a very interesting movie if they all just got new passports and facelifts, but it would certainly, that's the logic. That's the strand of suspension of disbelief you have to grab onto. And I they have to explain it away in the movie, otherwise I'm not going to be able to enjoy the movie without that buzzing in the back of my head every 30 seconds. There is an easy way to fix this, Stephen. Peter's not dumb. He couldn't figure this out himself. Nobody suggested this to him. Oh no, everybody knows Peter Parker Spider-Man. I guess I'll just go back to school. What do you think was going to happen? Shit got messed up. Not your fault necessarily. How about you just cope with it like a grown-up instead of throwing a tantrum and expecting someone to rewrite the entirety of human existence and reality just because it's a little bit inconvenient that everybody knows you are Spider-Man now. So I just random video. I need to get that off my chest because I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's one of those things where unless I spit it at something, it would just jam up my brain for the rest of the day, possibly the week, I don't know, month. I've been fairly rocky mentally over the past week and a half, 2 weeks or so. So who knows when it would have stopped. And it was a bit too long to tweet. I've got the tweet sitting right here. I'm already 123 characters over. That's why I decided to press record on the camera instead of just tweeting it. Because thanks for watching. Thanks to the patrons.